We hope you're still with us, and if you just joined us, welcome. You came to the best part of the day. We've got the men's singles final here, and I've said this before, but we have the unique circumstance of having two U.S. Open champions competing for the championship of California. Now, I'm a Californian, and I know we think pretty highly of ourselves here, but I have to think that these are two great representatives to have, and we also expect an all-out, incredible, big shot-making match because we've got two of the biggest shot makers in the room making the finals
in the country, probably.
Yeah. No, it's a well, and although it's a pretty strong room here at the ICC, and but. On the near side here, Jinxin Wang, big, powerful player, particularly good forehand. Not as strong on the backhand, but he can do some interesting things with it at times. And kind of a straight-up player who wants to get the rally going, wants to get the ball out there. It goes without saying, but I'll say it, fabulous footwork on both sides of the table. As you see them rushing back and forth to chase down each other's powerful shots, the only reason they can do that is because of the strength and quality of their footwork, their legs, their physical training. What should we look for, Corey? Give us a few cues that the viewers can watch to get a sense of who's getting ahead in this match.
Certainly the favorite, I think, would go to Tao.
Okay.
But with the amount of training time that Jinxin Wang has put in over the past few months after his big title of the U.S. Open champion, that's the equalizer. And Tao hasn't put that work in. I know when they were both in China, Tao would be a significant favorite. Now they've both moved to the U.S. and Jinxin is training like a madman. Mm-hmm. And Tao is doing more on the coaching side of things. So it's kind of the equalizer. But watching,
yikes!
And by the way, that's Wang's weak side.
Well, we'll look for any more shows of weakness like that we can see, huh? Oh, beautiful, soft little loop. We've been talking about those all day.
Making me look stupid real quick. He comes out with two backhand winners.
They're beautiful shots. Other contrast, in case it's not obvious, but the strokes won't give it away. But Tao is a pen holder who plays the full reverse backhand pen hold, so it looks, well, if you don't watch closely, it looks just like a shakehand shot, really, equally capable. Jinxin, shakehands player. Boy, that's a scary way to win a point when he just misses that one.
Yeah, and you can see right away, Carl, in the first 5 points, Jinxin's played two backhands straight up the line, looking to get into a forehand-to-forehand rally, looking to get out of the backhand-to-backhand as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's the play that Jinxin wants. He wants to get his forehand on the ball and keep it there as much as possible in the rally. Kind of a traditional style in that way. He's probably one of the most traditional players in the tournament at the highest level. And as you saw there, he's quite willing to...
it's almost like a combination between a European and a Chinese style.
Yeah.
His serves are not super short.
And he's very happy to kind of throw the ball out there, encourage a little bit of a weak opening from his opponent and rally or take his forehand to counter it.
You can see there's another one. So we've played 10 points so far, and he's hit 3 down the line backhands. And so you can clearly see Jinxin came in with a clear game plan of what he's trying to do.
Well, and that time it worked out perfectly for him because he followed with the forehand. Another big backhand there. Jinxin's coming out pretty hot.
4-8.
Oh, what a shot. A little bit of a weak opening, but awfully creative to just rip it down the line for a winner. Everything going Jinxin's way. Tao Wenzhang is shaking his head. There, Tao Wenzhang got one in. That's a lovely backhand reverse pinhold loop for a winner. Still 5 game points for Jinxin. Nope.
6-10. Oh. 7-10.
Crazy streaky play. And an edge serve that was almost a fault. Suddenly, 10-4 is 10-8.
And that may be the biggest hole in Jinxin's game, is that his short game is not as good as some of the others. But his defense is solid, so he's okay serving out and pushing out and making the first quality block with the backhand or countering with the forehand side. So he can make up for his lack of short game because he doesn't really stay in the short stuff too often. You can see he takes the first game 11-9.
Yep. Hangs in there and gets that last point despite 5 in a row from Tao Wenzhang trying not to go away in the first game.
We still haven't quite got to the gangbusters yet where they're both kind of going full bore, but I think we're going to see more and more forehand to forehand rallies.
I think so too. Tao Wenzhang came out a little cold, but made some quality shots there at the end of the game. Just not quite enough.
Game 2, long serve. Lava.
We'll look for it right now. Whoa, there we go. Now we're starting to see it. Interesting how Tao Wenzhang had to hit it around Jinxin Wang to win that point, though. Couldn't hit it through him.
It's not easy to go around that. Wang, he's a tall guy.
Yeah. Interesting counter swing there from the barrier. Didn't quite go in, but it's kind of impressive and a little scary. Luck goes the other way.
You can see Tao kind of moving around, trying to get himself pumped up a little bit.
Yep, it's working so far this game. Oh! The behind the back block winner.
Oh, from that to that.
Well, I don't know. Any of you out there with a YouTube subscription, you know what your assignment is.
No doubt. No doubt. We're going to see that on one of the websites. It'll be the shot of the day.
Yeah.
Such a nice shot by Wang. He was given, in the previous match, he was giving Bob Chen some trouble with that kind of fade because they have to respect his flip so much. His forehand flip is really strong. Having the fade makes that flip even better.
Well, it's kind of a challenging thing, too. I mean, he's setting it out there and saying, all right, if you don't do something with this, I will with the next ball.
Yep.
Oh! boy, it's hard to go to Jinxin's forehand and then get that crazy side spin bullet back.
It's a little bit like that Waldner's loop sometimes. Remember how he used to hook around the outside of it so much?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, placement that time.
All right, well, we're here now.
Yeah,
Everyone
now
showed up.
Everyone showed up.
We are at full capacity now. If you can't enjoy this match, you're just not a fan of table tennis. And this is incredible.
Not all bullets find their mark. That was power against power.
4-8.
Tao Wenzhang went right at his strength and overpowered it. Oh.
We're at the point now, Carl. We're almost throwing tactics out the window, and it's just an old school street fight now.
Yeah. Oh.
9-5.
Tao Wenzhang wants to even it up. He's got 2 serves to do so. You know, when Jinxin misses that hard backhand block up the line, you still don't feel that comfortable, I don't think.
No, because he's not missing it by much.
Like, he almost cracked the ball in half and missed by a 1/4 inch. Do I feel good about winning that point?
7-10.
Boy, there's no quick closeouts of these games, are there? Last time we went from 10-4 to 10-9. And now back to 10-8. So Tao Wenzhang's on the other side of it now. Last time he was the one trying to hang on to force deuce.
Can Tao keep this streak alive? He's on the right side.
All right, he's next close to us.
Oh, if you guys saw, he served with the other side of the racket that time. He lined up like he was going to serve that pendulum serve, and then he served it with the other side.
Not enough to fool Jinxin, though. All right, 10-9. Oh, good enough that time. Well, we've had 2 mirror image games here. Each player had a pretty comfortable lead. Only to have the other almost snatch it away, but not quite. 1 apiece, and Carl Danner and Corey Eider here at the ICC Table Tennis Center in Milpitas, California. We are in the process of crowning the California State Men's Champion. I've already done that with the women. Lily Zhang, you may see her off, actually right behind Tao now as he's stretching and taking a little break there. She's off in the back right corner, just leaning over. She played speaking to O'Neill Godwani, and Rajul Chef is there.
3, count, serve, level.
Let's see if anyone can take a streak here. Oh.
Carl, this is my 8th day in the Bay Area, and to give you the full report, as the High Performance Committee Chairman, my report to you is you guys out here are spoiled rotten.
Oh.
Between the weather, the table tennis, the facilities. I mean, you guys live the life out here on the West Coast.
Well, and you also got to shout out to the families of all the kids and the players,
No question.
too. I mean, they're the ones that make it all possible. And I am just so thrilled to be able to know some of these folks and to work with them at times. And, you know, it's just great to see.
And then to have the best seat in the house for the finals.
And it's a great finals. So Tao Wenzhang is, I guess maybe he took a little momentum out of that last game, nail biting at the end as it was. Yowks! That is so hard.
4-1.
He's not that big of a guy. He can't weigh more than 150 pounds.
Yeah, but he coils up
Oh my.
and lets go when he sees that shot.
That was the same serve, Carl. Did you see?
Yep.
He served it with the other side of the racket that time.
Dead and deep. That time it did fool him. Interesting how the dynamics changed a little bit. As the match started, Wenzhang was being challenged, by Wang Jinxin. And now it's changed a little bit.
7-1.
Runaway third game so far. That's not going to help.
7-2.
Well,
2-8.
a couple of funny swats there that didn't go anywhere. One from each player.
3-8.
Are comebacks inevitable in this match? It seems that way.
Yeah.
8-4.
Yep. Jinxin taking a few points here. Not ready to go away in game 3. In the first 2 games, they waited till game point to make the comebacks. It's happening sooner.
6-8.
We started the tournament with some real tactics, and we ended with some fireworks.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of tactics going on. They're just kind of serving it out and beating the crap out of each other.
Well,
7-8.
Jinxin is almost caught up. Oh. Coiled up into both of those forehands, and the second one was the winner.
9-7.
All right, after all that, Tao Wenzhang has 2 serves to take game 3.
9-8.
Well, Jinxin's going to get the serve again, for sure. Will it be 9-all or 8-10? Nine all it is.
9-all.
Every game's been 11-9 so far. Oh,
10-9.
fooled him a little on that. Suddenly a game point for Jinxin Wang. And he takes it.
11-9 game.
What a run. My gosh.
Man, everything was going Tao's way, and in about 100 seconds, that game was over. And the other way.
Just amazing like that. 8-5, 11-9. And it was a bigger lead than that, too.
Yeah. That game, it looked like Tao started to play a little bit too fast, and then he never slowed down when the mistakes started rolling in. He just kept going. Then all of a sudden, 9-9, misreturn, game over.
Yeah,
And
it's just like that.
Yeah, that would have been a game if he would have had a coach. They could call timeout and just say, settle down. Let's get this game under control.
Well, and Jinxin, I think, to his credit, he slowed it down a little bit. He played smaller shots. And then Tao was still swinging, as if the ball was looser. Oh, Jinxin's kicking himself. He wanted to make that one. Not only for the point, but it would have been a highlight shot.
No doubt.
Oh, another try. He's hunting for that corner, I'm telling you. In the earlier match, he got it a number of times with forehand flip kills.
Yeah. That's proof that he definitely wants to play a forehand.
Yeah, they're so. Yeah, it's the shakehand guy who wants to run around and play everything with his forehand. The penholder is happy to do both sides.
Right. My, how times have changed.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Little luck there, but at least he got one of the forehands in. No, Tao has not quite been able to light it up the way he did in the semifinals. He's not really gotten into his rhythm.
3-all.
And Carl, it kind of looks like here, the best players don't always fight fire with fire. They kind of bring a fire extinguisher and put the fire out. That's kind of what it looks like Jinxin has done. He stopped fighting fire with Tao and just gave him some balls that are really difficult to attack. He's mixing up the speed and mixing up the spin, mixing up the placement a little bit, just enough to make Tao. If you ever playing a guy that's swinging like a madman like Tao, you can't swing like a madman too. You need to find little spots on the table where you can maybe make him make some mistakes.
Well, that's right, and give him some balls that are a little harder to swing hard at.
Yep.
Keep a little bit of dead stuff, a little bit of low stuff.
Yeah.
And just realize that maybe the way you get somewhere is with that instead of trying to outswing him.
Right. Lu Dan tried to outswing Tao. That didn't end well. He's so comfortable when it's going really fast.
Yep. Those serves are so spinny. That one hit the net and just went straight sideways.
Yeah.
5-6.
Kind of makes me wonder, I mean, whether Tao, I mean, he's obviously going to have a second or third gear, but he's still keeping it in top gear each of these swings. I wonder if he feels he has to.
I mean, from what I understand, that's just kind of how he rolls. And he can catch fire. For example, when he played the 2011 U.S. Open against Jinxin Wang, he went up 3-0 playing like a madman, and then he lost 4-3 playing like a madman. So he just kind of lives and dies by it.
6-7.
Well, he's done okay since we raised the issue here.
But win or lose, he is so much fun to watch.
Yes, he is. He's even leaving nothing out there. It's all going into the swings.
And I think that's the way he looks at it. He's like, I'm going to win. The match is going to be won and lost on my racket.
Well, that's a perfect example there. Jinxin gave him a bunch of kind of low, kind of dead counters, calculated to make it a little harder. And Tao just ripped right through it. Lucky break there.
He hit it so hard, it just kind of bullied the ball over the net.
Oh, and an edge. Well, okay.
And this is what we saw. His decision making is no different. They're just going in.
Yeah.
He's kind of played the same sort of style all 4 games, and they're either going in or they're not going in. That was the first game we had that wasn't 11-9.
That's right. Carl Danner and Corey Eider here. Getting down to the short straws in the men's singles final here. California State Championship at ICC Table Tennis in Milpitas, California. 2 U.S. Open champions going at it, toe-to-toe, center of the ring. No holds barred, no punches held back.
Yep. We can just call this 2014 against 2015.
Yep.
Game 5, Tao's to serve.
Perhaps it will be a predictor for 2016.
Could be.
What a great club to have a couple of the 2 most recent U.S. champions on your roster.
No doubt. No doubt.
And neither the top seed in the tournament behind another of the players on your roster.
Yeah, this is the 3rd and 4th seed.
Yes. So our theory of the match here says that Jinxin's the one who's really got the degrees of flexibility, because we seem to think that Tao is going to pretty much do what he wants to do.
Tao's going to be Tao.
It's going to be Tao, so Jinxin's the one who's got to sort of solve the puzzle,
Yep.
if he can.
Yep. He's kind of the slow and steady wins the race kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a lot of variation what he can do. And Tao's kind of got 2 speeds, fast and faster.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what a spectacular shot. Wow.
Even Jinxin was clapping
Yeah,
his
that's
racket
just,
for that one.
that was just fabulous. And reverse pen-held backhand as well.
Correct.
Boy, but beautiful. Just low and so dead and forceful from Jinxin.
Yeah, nice and deep on the table.
Yeah.
You can tell the depth because Tao had to make a kind of a backward diagonal crossover step.
And Jinxin's
To try
waiting
to
with his
chase it.
forehand
Yeah.
and it comes back. Oh, net edge. Well, I'll tell you, the way Tao swings, even sitting back here where we're broadcasting, if he hits one at me, I want to duck.
Yeah. No,
Another winner up
and
the...
we said it from the beginning of the telecast, right? For the final, it was very clear that Jinxin came out with a clear plan that he was going to play a lot of backhand up the line. 2 of the first 4 backhands he hit were up the line, so it was like pretty obvious, and it's starting to kind of pay more and more dividends for him. And he just did it again. They got the edge,
Yeah, another edge, but
Green 6.
but you could see that. That's I mean that's kind of the game plan is he has to get Tao out of that backhand corner.
well, and Tao is so comfortable to turn around and coil. So he's using it against him. Oh, valiant effort at around the net there, almost.
6-4.
Well, we know from the prior games, nothing really happens till the end here. Well,
6-5.
2-all. Every game gets more important. Well, that's as even as it can get. That's the other thing about this, and I think it's worth remembering for all our aspiring players. Even knowing what to do, even with a reasonable tactic, you know, you just got to fight, like, you know, the whole way. There's no breather. There's no easy point. There's no, you know. Each player seems fairly convinced of what he should do.
Yeah, I mean, Tao's going to swing, and Jinxin is going to kind of mix the ball up a little bit, playing sometimes slow, sometimes lots of spin, sometimes not a lot of spin, and he's going to take his backhand down the line a lot to get Tao out of that. You can see there why he tries to take the backhand down the line, because if Tao turns the corner with that forehand, it's awfully difficult to beat him.
Yeah. Ouch! Oh, my word. Well, at least the people on the other side had to duck that time. What a forehand. And again, yikes. Timeout. Well, that's a pretty classic place to call it. You still got the 1-point lead. It's the critical
Well, I
game.
think he remembers losing game 3 when he really had that big lead.
He should have had it locked up. Yeah.
He should have absolutely had it locked up. Tao sometimes, one thing he could do a little bit better of, when he starts to kind of make some mistakes, he needs to slow down a little bit, at least between points. He doesn't have to, he's not going to slow down during the points for sure, but between points, kind of settle down a little bit, just so that the errors aren't careless. It's one thing if he misses, but it's another thing, kind of, he can make some really careless mistakes.
Well, he's done it here. Let's see if it pays off.
9-8.
Oh, good serve, big backhand opener.
8-10.
Gets Tao 2 game points to go ahead 3-2. And that's it. The short game return pays off. A real back and forth match here. Lots of power. Tao Wenzhang, U.S. Open champion from 2 years ago, is within 1 game of adding the California State men's title to his list.
Game 6.
All right, game 6.
Lama.
Tao Wenzhang trying to put it away. Wang Jinxin wants to stay alive and preserve his chance at the California State title.
1 love.
These players really have developed during the match. Oh, caught his toe or something on the mat there.
1 off.
But the extreme power versus control and some power to boot is what we've been seeing. Score another one for power. Yeah. Yeah, a little looking point, but gives Tao the early lead here in the game he needs to take for the title. Oh, very, very nice.
He can barely get to the ball. He's still swinging at it.
Well, that's, I guess, what else is there to do?
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Neither of these players have coaches, but one thing that Jinxin has to keep reminding himself to do is to play the backhand up the line.
Yep.
It stops Tao from turning that corner all the time.
Well, he's certainly been able to score there at times during the match.
Yeah.
4, 3.
But you also see him trying to do just what he did there. Try to make it uncomfortable for him to turn. Try to curl it into the body. A couple of good options. But you got to make them. A little change of direction here, change of angle. I don't think he's served from here before this match. Wow, was that? I don't know what that was. Was that a weak serve? Was that a really clever serve?
The serve sat up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Jinxin's kicking himself. He thought he should have had that. Whoa! Oh, and timeout again.
That serve did not look that bad. Tao made it look really bad.
No, he just he caught it right at the top of the bounce. It looked like he was ready for it. Like a catcher, like a batter who stole the pitcher's signal or something.
Yeah.
You know, knew it was a curveball.
Yeah, he put that one in the cheap seats. Man. Tao has some serious power and explosive shot-making ability. When he's on, I mean, it just seems like he can play with anybody.
It's a sight to behold. And Jinxin is hoping to behold her for one more game, but he may not get the chance here unless he comes back. There have been a lot of comebacks in this match so far, so let's see what happens. Oh, very spinny serve. Did fool him that time. Yikes. With authority, Tao Wenzhang.
That forehand is just a sledgehammer.
Within reach of the California State men's singles title. Back of his mind, it's got to be all the comebacks in this match so far. Certainly Jinxin is thinking about it. He just took his 2 points.
Yeah, and we know that from the previous games, Carl, that Tao does have the capability when he gets those big leads to get a little bit reckless. He needs to stay disciplined here and close it out.
That qualifies. Really nice combination. Backhand opening, the big forehand to follow. Oh, wow. Well, I guess that's a highlight way to win the match, but 6-10, still 4 match points. And that's it. Tao Wenzhang, the men's singles champion here at the California State Championships, the inaugural California State Championships held at the ICC in Milpitas, California. It's a privilege to be here to watch it. I'm Carl Danner with Corey Eider. Corey, any closing thoughts about these matches or the tournament? What do you want to tell the folks?
Unbelievable tournament with great conditions. Now that ICC is now a butterfly club, so you can see all the beautiful butterfly tables and barriers, and they're using the G40 ball. Unbelievable shot making all day long. I mean, there's no table tennis played at a higher level in the USA right now than what we just saw today, that is for sure.
It's a fabulous, fabulous play. I agree entirely. And for those of you watching the webcast, why don't you come out and join us here next time? See it in person. It's even better.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, signing off now, Carl Danner and Corey Eider. Have a good evening.